Hello YouTube, this is Shylock again, and here is turn 2 of my Let's Play for a Barbarian Invasion. We'll start off where we left off last time. You can see I have conquered the city of, well, conquered the faction of Franks, but not the city of Vicus Franci, because that city has turned rebel. Like I was describing, by killing off both the faction generals, the faction disappears and there is no hordes. Yay, I won't have to deal with 4 super stacks appearing off of my borders. Now I am finishing some moves so that I have armies next to most of my cities. And next turn is when the rebellion happens. So this turn is not very exciting, I would say, but it's building up to the momentum. So right now I'm not building any more buildings in the cities I'm going to lose because, well, it's not really worth it at this point. There's not a lot of one-turn buildings that can be built. As for my other cities, I'm building the usual ports, roads, level 1 farms. I'm not going. What? Well, during the off turn, the British, the Celts bribed my settlement there. So it's one chariot versus one spearman. If if I could trap the chariot at the gates, I could possibly win that. So I'm gonna try it. And my army in the north, I'm gonna keep have it go forward. It's not going to backtrack because the majority of the Celtic resistance is forward and not back. So yeah, that's pretty easy. And I'm gonna hire those horse archers so this AI doesn't hire them and use them against me, because that would really make my day very, very bad. Okay, right now I have 3 attacks going. Oh, I forgot to put cathedrals in those 2 last turn. Whatever. So right now I have 3 attacks going. One against the that I need to conclude actually. In the 3 barbarian settlements in pretty much in Germania. They're pretty much all this kind of. Those battles are pretty much all kind of the same, and it gets to be kind of a tedium after a while. So I don't think I don't really think you would find all of them entertaining. So I'm only going to show one and do the 2 other ones off screen. And this video is kind of involves a bit of kind of clumsy editing and whatnot. That's because I didn't play the whole thing out in the at once, like I kind of did with my last video. So forgive me for that. The next video probably won't happen like this. I was talking about the Syracuse plan. That's my army, and it's gonna basically however long it takes to get to Constantinople. And siege it is how long my campaign will last. And in the meantime, everywhere else, I will be taking the necessary number of settlements. Yeah, so like I was saying, that's one of the clumsy cuts I made. Oh yeah, traders, that's very good. As you can see, my religion is going very well. The pagan population is dying out quickly. The conversion rate is very, very high. I'm setting the taxes back to low because in the off turn the pagan population will decrease by another 15%, at which time the population will once again be happy at normal taxes. This campaign, as the Western Roman Empire, doesn't offer you a lot of uses for your diplomats, because pretty much every faction you meet, you are gonna go to war with them. My diplomats are more or less relegated to a poor man's spy role, and maybe bribing an army here or there later on, but not much right now. As you can see, my assassin has failed miserably, and I have failed miserably by making another cut. And this battle for Vicus Franci is the only one I'm going to show for now, since I think it is the biggest out of all of them, and probably the most exciting. And that's what, yeah. To quickly sum up my strategies for these siege battles with walls, basically I'm gonna make more holes than the AI has good troops to defend, and whenever I see them put like a unit of peasants in front of the hole, that's when my general charges in, supported by my infantry, of course. So since they don't have any archers, I'll just move up pretty much unhindered. I'll have my archers just shoot the whole time and wait. Yeah. For those of you that might be wondering why my troop numbers are different from last time for this settlement, I kind of lost the save file, and yeah, clumsy of me. So I kind of had to go back and do it again. Just the last battle, I say before it. So it wasn't quite as successful as they did it the first time, but I still did it. Okay, so there's a unit of light cavalry guarding the gates, and that's when I will attack. They are unsupported, of course, so that's an easy win. I don't need to. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a unit. I think that's, yeah, raiders, light cavalry, no armor, instantly routs to my generals and loses a lot of men in the process. Now I'll just go inside the city and reform. Basically, I just need to eliminate the stronger and more dangerous units the AI has. Basically, the AI general. Peasants don't need to be working anymore. You guys get a break. Yeah. Once I eliminate the AI general, I can pretty much just click an attack order on the town square and fast forward. So here, there's a unit of spear levies. I use the flaming arrows because of the morale effect more than anything. Like right here, yeah, you see, as soon as my generals touches that unit, it instantly routs. Without flaming arrows, that might not have been possible. But it helps. Every little bit helps. Flaming arrows, if you don't know, reduce enemy morale. At this point, I see the enemy general just guarding that little entry into the town square. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have my cavalry go off to a side street, and then advance my infantry. So since the AI is kind of aggressive and will be willing to attack just about anything, I will be able to sandwich them at that point. My archers got caught up on something. I don't really know about that bug. Yeah, something in this game I don't know. Anyways, yeah, you see all my misclicks. That's because my mouse is kind of worn out from all the use. It's one of those portable kinds, and the key, when I click it, it kind of double clicks. Yeah, I did not see that other unit down there, but if I could peel off some infantry, it should be fine. Okay, this is not exactly ideal, but I kind of have to spring my trap now because they're throwing shit at my infantry, and I don't want them to die horribly. Okay, so that unit of spears route, that's good. And there's the barbarian general. But he has one unit of 20-ish troops, and I have 2 units of 20-ish, so this is a fight that I will pretty much stand toe-to-toe with him. Unlike those faction leaders and faction heirs, which are like 30 and 40 and sometimes 50, which is pretty much a fight that you're going to lose. I'll have my archers fire flaming arrows into the backs of those guys. They don't have the best angle, but whatever. They are winning, but that's about to change because my generals were freed up. Yeah, so it's pretty easy pickings from here. Like last video, I kind of gave out pretty much my whole bag of tricks. So strategy-wise, there isn't too much new things that I could think of right off the bat. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but like the last video, I pretty much gave away some of my better secrets, I would say. So right now, I'm clicking attack orders and fast forwarding. The rest of the units they has are pretty much peasants, easy wins, nothing to it. Probably like 300 kills for my generals like once again, nothing special really. Okay, so clear victory, not a hit. Okay, the guy says heroic, but it says clear, whatever. As long as I win and kill a lot of people, that's fine, right? Okay, as usual, I will exterminate the populace and destroy the pagan shrines. Like right here, you can see me taking my some of my kind of beat up units and putting them into my non beat up units. Uh, for one turn, I can retrain my units and hire one new one after capturing like enemy settlements. If I can keep them happy. If I can't keep them happy, of course, I only have one turn. Otherwise, I have more. But Vegas Franchi is adjacent to a lot of pagan cities, so that's not gonna work out very well for me. Oh, what should I get? The infantry is not that great. Yeah, Sarmatians. Sarmatians are probably best. Federati is crap. Do not ever use that unit. Do not ever. Okay, so I'll just do the other two battles off screen, and yeah. So same thing here. Exterminate, destroy, destroy, replace, retrain. Oh yeah, I pulled my general from the other army like a bit to the west to help out this one. That makes it a pretty easy battle compared to otherwise, because this general right here, he has like a -10 penalty to morale for your troops. That's never good, right? As soon as your troops are touched by the enemy, there's a chance of them running. That can be very, very crippling to any sort of battle plan you might have. Okay, I'm gonna retrain some of my troops and train up some more in Franchi, Alemanni, I mean. Same thing here. But I'm gonna have my army here rush back to the high, like, I think that's modern day Austria, more or less, because rebellion is coming next turn. This is going to be the last time you see my empire very, very red for a while. Next turn is going to be very, very green, and that means things are going right according to plan. It's not a fail. It's according. Okay, I'm seeing if I forgot anything at this point. I don't think I have, so I will end the turn. Okay, I am attacked by the Celts. This battle is pretty easy, I think. They're outnumbered, and I have better units. But I'll show it nonetheless, because it's kind of different from what I've seen so far. I think there was a unit of Galagly's, peasants, and dogs, and 2 spears and a general. I'm facing the first army with the dog first. As usual, my deployment is kind of simple, really. Double line with my archers in the back. I group them into a unit so I can move them around easier. Basically, they're just gonna stay in that formation the whole time, unless I really need them to change. I put my horse archers on the left because for units with shields, the damage they take from the right, which is where the shield is a lot less than what they would take from the left, where their weapon arm is. So maximizing a little bit more know-how and whatnot. It does get a bit more kills, but it's not too significant, but every little bit helps. And since this is pretty much about maximizing efficiency, that's good, right? I see the dogs and the peasants split off from the Galagly's, so my cavalry should just run them over. I really don't understand the dog units. Like, whenever I see them is always that they're routing for some reason. Their morale is really bad. I don't really see much use for that unit. I think peasants are even more useful, really. Okay, so the Galagly's, they have pretty high attack. They're a pretty dangerous unit. Needs to be treated with a bit of respect, but a hammer and anvil strike should take care of them nonetheless. Okay, so they kind of caught my infantry line off guard there, but my limits and I should not die in too horrible numbers for now. See, that was pretty easy. Just my cavalry running amok. My infantry didn't really have to do much. The next army is coming. This one, well, the AI usually comes at you piecemeal, and that is something you rarely want to do against human players because they will pretty much they can bring a larger portion of their army to bear on your units, and then you lose those units and it's just downhill from there. You start losing. Okay, same thing like my last videos. The AI general is following my general. I will just have him run back to my infantry line, get him to follow, and then I will charge with my infantry and surround. So those spearmen are going after my horse archers. I'm not too sure if they have Pila, so I'm just gonna have them run back a bit. Yeah, I might get a better mouse in the future. We'll see. Right, I can still make do with this one, but my Sarmatians. I should have moved my Sarmatians. I mean the melee Sarmatians. They kind of look like knights, huh? With their armor and everything. Okay, so here comes the AI general, and he's going to get some Roman general on his behind. Oh, what the hell is this? So they've elected to form into little noob circles, and because they're being shot with missiles, I'm fine with that. If you want to take, I'll give happily. Okay, so the AI general is kind of pretty much done for. He's not getting out of that blob of infantry, and he's going to die. Here he goes. Since those enemy units are sitting in those little noob circles, I'll just shoot them down with archers. I'm not gonna bother to engage with infantry until my archers are pretty much out of missiles. Now that I kind of think about it, this battle actually does involve like one of the mechanics that I can show you. Basically, when your army sieging a city is attacked, and it manages to kill off the units within the city and the reinforcing units, you gain that city right away. And this is how I discovered that little trick I had with Biggest Franchi, because I pretty much what I did was I attacked the city, I killed off the generals, and then the settlement turned rebel, so I was very, very unhappy for a sec until I discovered that the hordes did not form. So, I need to pronounce my D's, right? It sounds like whores right now when I say hordes. Shameful display. Anyways, so these guys are spinning in place and losing. Shouldn't take too long. General goes in first, minimize casualties. You kind of know how things work for now. So at this point, I think a lot of my empire has already. This is chasing out routing units. I'll do that off camera. Nothing too interesting. Okay, battle statistics pretty much the same as usual. A lot of enemy deaths for not a lot of mine. Okay, this turn is winding down, and my empire has pretty much rebelled against me. Take a look at the mini-map, you can see all that green. I will be taking all of that back in 2 turns, but right now I'm out of time. So next time, if you have any suggestions and whatnot for me, please leave a comment, and I will do what I can. If you would like to see me make less cuts, especially on the battles, let me know, and I will stop doing all the cuts. So yeah, you can see the Roman Empire is pretty much a mess right now, but that will be cleaned up soon enough next time.